Respected Principal P.K. Chandran Sir, Vice Principal Kumar Kishan Sir, panel members for effective interaction with our students, my colleagues, students and parents. I am really thankful as well as happy to be the part of this interactive section in connection with National Library Week. Our beloved librarian, Mr. Shafi, decided to conduct an effective interacting section with our students, for which he selected our ex-students, our alumni, our pride students, and they have come on this virtual platform to have interaction with their juniors. School Library and Career Guidance Cell of Kendriya Vidyalaya No.1 Calicut unitedly conduct this interactive session. And I am sure our students community will get direct experience from exuberant, brilliant students of our alumni. And this program is available even on YouTube, and so many students as well as their parents witness this program. And each one of you to be proud of arranging this program on this virtual platform. I give special congratulations to Shafi sir for taking this initiative. First of all, I welcome most respected Principal P.K. Chandran sir, and he is always helping and supporting to arrange any activities or any program beneficial to the students, community, and for with his support, we could arrange this program. I welcome Chandran sir to this interactive session. Next, I welcome Vice Principal sir. He is always supporting us for any activities which we conduct in the school campus. I welcome Kumar Kishan sir for this interactive session. And I welcome most important panel of this interactive session, Tejasni, IIT Madras, Lakshmi Priya, IIT Madras, Alina Santosh, IIT Madras, Anjaney Sudhakaran, IIM Indore, NID Ahmedabad. And these excellent children, once they were the part of this Kendriya Vidyalaya No.1, now with their effort and hard work, they could reach in their safe zone, and their experience definitely will help their juniors, and that is the main aim of this interaction. I welcome all these exuberant and brilliant children to lead this session very nicely and to make this session very effective. Next, I welcome class teachers of all the sections of 12th standard. I welcome all my colleagues, I welcome all the students who directly take part in this interactive session. After all, I welcome all the well-wishers, all the students, all the parents who witness this program on YouTube. This program is available on YouTube, and I welcome each and every one of you to this interactive session, and I wish all the best to have success out of this interactive session. Now, I invite Vice Principal Sir, Kumar Kishan Sir, to address the gathering and to shower his blessing upon all of us.
Very good morning, good evening, sorry. Very good evening to everyone. Respected teachers, my dear alumni, or we can say ex-students, also the present students, and parents. It is indeed my great pleasure to welcome among us the alumni of the institution, and also welcome the parents, teachers, and all students. Not only it is a moment of happiness and nostalgia for us, but also an opportunity to reflect on our learning and achievements. Our alumni have established themselves on successful individuals in almost every field of their lives, and we really proud on them. Some of alumni are in a very prestigious institute like IIT and IIM NID also may be there. A school is a second home for children, and it plays a vital role in nurturing them into a good human being. First of all, be a good human being. Then after that, become a good engineer and doctor. Besides shaping the character of child, the school helps them to face the world with bravery and courage. The teacher and the students share an intimate and intricate bond of love and respect. I may not be known to them, or they may not be known to me, but having our alumni back to where they belong bring back a lot of memories. I think everyone remember their school days. I appreciate this idea of Muhammad Safi of alumni meet on National Library Week, which creates a special relationship between the alumni and the Vidyalaya staff or teachers. I believe that the alumni meeting is a perfect platform for all you to meet all colleagues and teachers and revive the contacts. So I extend my warm regards to every member of our alumni, and also my dear students. May God bless you. Thanks to all. Thank you very much.
Hello all. All of you kindly mute your mic, and this session is going to be fully recorded also. And if at all you face any difficulty like lightning or thunder, you can immediately, then and there you can leave the meeting also. So thank you, Vice Principal Sir. Now we'll go to the session. Studying in the premier colleges and institutes is the dream of every student. What makes this institute so special, and how do we get in there? Many such questions might be prevailing in your minds. It is good to get answers for these from the people who have been experiencing that or who have experienced that. So today, as part of the National Library Week celebrations, the program, Our Alumni, Our Pride, interaction with our august alumni from IIT, IIM, and NID. We have with us our most respected and special alumni of our school, KV No.1 Calicut, who are studying in the top institutes of India like IIT Madras, IIM Indore, and NID Ahmedabad. We have with us today Alina Santosh. Alina Santosh, who passed out from our school in 2019 and is doing her integrated MA. She's in the second year now from IIT Madras. Next, we have Lakshmi Priya SL, who passed out in 2018 and is doing her MA in English Studies from IIT Madras. Next, we have Tejaswini PV, who passed out in 2017 and now doing her integrated MA in Developmental Studies in IIT Madras. And next, we have Anjaney Sudhakar, who is doing his integrated program in management, that is IPM, of IIM Indore, and he passed out from KV1 Calicut in 2019. And at last, we have Nanda Kumar, who passed out in 2020 and is now doing the BDES, or the Bachelor in Design program of NID, National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad. Now, each one of them will address you. So let us start with the IITian. So let me ask you, how actually is the life of a humanities student so much different? Or how is the life of a humanities student in a so-called technical institute like an IIT? So we'll hear that from our IITians. We'll start with Alina. Then Lakshmi Priya will continue. And after that, Tejaswini. Please, we'll start with Alina. Hello, Alina.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening to all the juniors and the respected teachers. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for calling us for this talk here. Really excited for this session. Okay, so answering Abhinav's question, how does it feel to be a humanities student in IIT Madras? So first of all, when people ask you where are you studying, it is in IIT, and then you say that you're doing humanities instead of engineering. So it is a course which is not that popular. I mean, it's gaining popularity, but it is not, it's still doubtful. People are still doubtful about the possibility of doing humanities in a technical institute. So I would like to say that studying humanities in an institute like IIT is more about getting to see another perspective for me. In my experience in last 1 year there, it has been about getting to interact with students and with people from a wide variety of backgrounds. So being in a humanities department, you're always in that academic environment, and you will tend to be wide according to that. You will see like-minded people around you. So studying along with the engineering students is definitely helpful. It has a lot of perks. The first thing is getting to know about a lot of people and getting to know different perspectives. And also, you have a lot of opportunities. You are not just limited to your department, or you are not just limited to your discipline, that is humanities. You get to explore a wide variety of areas, even in technology, engineering subjects. So I'm sure that your seniors here, Lakshmi Priya and Tejaswini, can take you through the different technical events and technical opportunities that we have here that humanities students can explore in IIT. So would you like to take it from there?
Yeah, sure. Like, I don't know. I think we should start with the entrance, then maybe go into that. And I think Alina is best suited for talking about HSEE as such.
Sure. Okay. So then I'll get into my section of today's talk. So basically, I'm going to be talking about the entrance exam and the preparation, and they will continue with the department and the course structure and everything. I got to know about the entrance exam to the humanities program when I came to KV and I joined KV in 11th standard. So the exam name is HSEE, Humanities and Social Sciences Entrance Exam. So in 11th standard, I just left it there because the name IIT, I saw the name IIT and I thought that, okay, it won't be possible because it's IIT. You can't get in there. And a lot of thoughts were there in my mind. And I never gave it any attention in 11th standard. So it was in 12th standard in the beginning when I got a talk from Lakshmi Priya, like you're getting right now. She came to a class to talk about that she had cracked HSC, and she came to a class to talk about her experience and all. And that is what gave me the confidence to look into this and prepare for that. So the HSCE, the exam is all of, basically computer based exam. It has two parts basically. The part one is multiple choice questions and part two is an essay question. So for the multiple choice questions, you can expect questions from different subjects, like English studies is one part, so basically about comprehension and the usual English vocabulary, grammar related questions. Then you'll be having analytical quantitative ability questions from that. And basically, when it comes to general studies, it will be from Indian economy, sociology, world affairs, current affairs, so environment and so ecology. So these are the areas from which you can expect the questions. So the preparation for HSC has been a little bit more easier for me because I did humanities in 12th. So most of the subjects or most of the topics that we had to cover for the exam was already there in our syllabus for 12th standard for 12th boards. So that was really helpful for me. And regarding the essay part, the essay will be about a general topic. You'll be asked to write about a general topic. You'll be having 30 minutes about that time. And in the essay, what will be generally expected from you will be to put forward your arguments or write your topic or write your points or your arguments in a very concise and clear manner. That is what is expected from you. You don't have to think about like, okay, you have to use very difficult words or very difficult language. No, it's not about that. It's just that you have to write your points in a very simple and clear manner, supported with examples, and that is what they'll be looking for. As far as I know, this is what they'll be looking for in the essay. So my preparation, you'll be having doubts. Okay, when should I start preparing, or how early should I start at anything? So I basically started seriously after my 12th boards. It wasn't even in like 12th standard or anything. Even I had like looked into a little bit in the starting, but a little bit more seriously after 12th boards, because again, as I said, the subjects sort of overlapped, and you almost in that year question paper, we had questions from history and economics that we had already learned in 12th standard. So that was really helpful. And you have different options for taking up the preparation. You can go for coaching. There are coaching institutes, and otherwise, so I basically depended on the materials that Lakshmi Priya gave me. The Sri Ram Law Academy books was my source, so I learned from that. I did not go for coaching as such. So there are options for going for coaching. It all depends on you. How do you want to go about the preparation? And the consistent preparation as you prepare for any exam would be more than fine. So what I have understood is it's not something that you can't achieve. Definitely you can. It is something that you can do with consistent preparation. And if you're really interested in the humanities subjects, then it will be really fun and easy for you. So I guess I don't know if I took too much time, so I'll pass it to Lakshmi Priya for talking about the department and the course.
Thank you, Alida. So first of all, I just want to say that the intro was too much. Please don't think of us like that. I mean, it's just IIT, it's just humanities. If you try enough, you can crack it. And so, so I'll be talking about the course structure as such. First of all, I just want to say that it's humanities, not JEE. So kind of completely different, but also, yeah, and if you like, even science people can also crack it. So talking about the course structure and our department, so like what is offered in IIT Madras, the humanities course is completely different from like you would see in a different specialized degree kind of college. So our institute offers multiple disciplines in our course. For example, by now me and Tejo have gone through disciplines like philosophy, many different perspectives, like as Alina said, gives us so many like different multiple disciplinary to exposure to multiple disciplines to and it gives us the perspective to think about something or critically analyze something in different ways. So that is something that is like completely different from other colleges, and it is like something that our professors always says is that this course is what you make of it. So there isn't like any specialized class, specialized courses. You won't be going deep into a course. You have to go deep into a particular discipline if you're interested in it. So like something that I wanted to say is that if you're coming to humanities in IIT Madras, if you're like sure about what discipline you want, what course you want, if you are sure that you want to specialize in something, then IIT is not your place. But if you're like me, who had like no idea about what I wanted to do and just knew that I wanted to do something in humanities, then IIT will be the best place. Because when I came, I thought that I wanted to study history, but after coming to college, I realized that history is not for me, and my preferences lies in other areas. So IIT is great like that. So talking about the course structure, in like the first 2 years, you'll be, as I told, you'll be given exposure to different disciplines, philosophy, economics, sociology, English, etc. And then in your third year, you'll be you have to choose a stream between English studies and development studies. Currently, I am doing English studies while Tejaswini is doing development studies. She's the best person to ask about development studies courses. So yeah, you are supposed to streamline into two branches, and after that, in like your fifth year, you will have your MA project, which would be the culmination of everything that you studied until those 5 years. So yeah, that's pretty much about the course structure, and I'll add something later if there are something else. So I'll just give it off to Tejaswini.
Okay. Thank you, Lakshmi. It's wonderful that you explained all the course structure and stuff. I'll be talking about the department in general, and to be honest, the department and the campus is just the perfect and wonderful place to be because of the kind of freedom it offers to people. It gives you the space to explore things of your interest, and if you're ready to put effort, and you have the right infrastructure and the environment you need in the inside the campus. And like Alina and Lakshmi Priya stated, the course it's multidisciplinary. And yeah, am I
No, you
audible?
can continue.
Oh, okay, thanks. Okay, so in the course, although we have some 60% of our common core courses, it still gives you a lot of mobility in the form of choosing those courses that you find interesting, and you can further work towards it. It's not like there is a rigid or very fixed syllabus that you need to focus or you'll be forced to learn. Of course, there are like few fundamental courses that you are supposed to learn. Apart from that, you really have the liberty to streamline your interest by picking courses that you want to do and with the profs that you prefer to do. And talking about the profs, all of them are really highly qualified, and many of them would even be doing their research now. The profs in the department are very approachable and understanding, especially if you're like and working on a paper or is trying to publish it. The profs will be the go-to persons and who will definitely assist you and guide you. They'll be just happy to do that. And the most prettiest part is that you can engage with them in getting into fruitful the discussions and conversation, almost anything. From my personal experience, it really gives you a lot of insights, and even revolutionize your perceptions and viewpoints. And yeah, being situated in a technical institute, our department is very unique in the sense, in terms of the methodology of study involved, the sorts of exams and the papers you write. And I'm in the opinion that it is very hard to compare our department with the technical ones, because it's like comparing apples and oranges, totally different. But what is more important is that being different from the techies, that's what we call them generally, does not mean that you have your options limited. In fact, all the facilities inside the campus are utilized very well by our department people, and they are active participants in every co-curricular activities. Like, the point is that there are n number of opportunities that will come to you. All you need is the interest and readiness to work or engage in it. Also, yeah, the campus gives you one of the best experience in terms of its fest and conferences and stuff. Like, and the biggest perk being that you will meet a lot of people from different parts of India. It's really a melting pot of cultures, and you can get to celebrate their festivals even and get their food. It's very really good. And yeah, like somebody previously mentioned, it's a very majoritarian perception that IITs are for nerds, or it's like very elite institute, and and that is very skewed understanding of what the campus really is. IITs are not limited to academics, and because with all the facilities that are available to you, like the library, the gym, the swimming pool, and all the campus cafeterias, and the different cultural clubs and fest and stuff, honestly, it's a very cool place to be in. Brownie points about our campus is that it's a green campus, so you'll actually find a lot of deers, black bucks, and monkeys running around. Real monkeys, I mean. And I really cannot emphasize more on the fact that everything is dependent on the interest, and you have the freedom to explore and make choices if you are in this course. And yeah, one thing I forgot is that in terms of the opportunities, there are like this internship cell, placement cell, and stuff. It will help you to find internships and place for placements to an extent. And also, yeah, there is this foreign exchange program where you can study one of your one or two sems in a foreign university, which will be partially funded by the institute. So these are like a lot of opportunities are there, options are there. All you need is to find it out, find your interest, and work towards it. Yeah, I hope that clears.
Yeah, thank you, Oli. It was great. Thank you, Alina, Tejaswini, and Lakshmipriya. Now, another thing is that it is a perception of science students that NEET or JEE is only the way out for science students. So some people are there who choose different paths. And here we have Anjaney Sudhakar, who did his 11th and 12th in computer science and is now doing his IPM, that is Integrated Program in Management at IIM Indore. So Anjaney, share your thoughts with us.
Yeah, thank you, Abhinav. Before I begin, I'd like to thank every individual who worked towards the opportunity that has been given to me here to present in front of you all what exactly IPM is. It just feels like I'm back in the old times when we had assemblies, if you remember. It's a very nostalgic experience. Every teacher that taught me in this institute has, in this Vidyalaya, has really molded me in one way or another. And I just want to make myself heard and be thankful to you all before I really begin. So yeah, let me talk about the course. Many people are confused when I say I'm in IIM Indore, because by definition, an MBA is a postgraduate degree. Normally, to get to an MBA, you have to get an undergrad first, like a BTech or a BA, and then write CAT to get into one of the institutes of management. Now, IPM is a novel course offered by IIM Indore that provides you both an undergraduate degree and a graduate degree. After the first 3 years, you receive a BA, not a BBA, and I'll come to why that is. You get a BA in Foundations of Management, and and after the 3 years, the last 2 years will be do your MBA with the people who come through CAT. So first 3 years, BA, Foundations and Management, and an MBA in your final 2 years. Now, after 3 years, you're free to leave if you so wish. And now there are also schemes such as the top 10% are even offered the chance of taking a sabbatical. Now, what a sabbatical is, it's a formal leave for a period of time where you can amass work experience. So you can do that after 3 years if you so wish, and you'll seamlessly be integrated back into the program. Now, let me tell you what IPM is. Let me tell you a bit about the entrance exam that you need to attempt to get through to IPM. Oh, sorry, I forgot to introduce what IPM, the full form is. It's called the Integrated Program in Management. I'm really sorry about that. And the entrance that you need to attempt to get through is called the IIMAT, or the IPM Aptitude Test. Now, the entrance itself is divided into three. Okay, there is the aptitude test, and there is and selected people who get through the aptitude test are chosen for interviews. And before your interviews, you're also subjected to a WAT, which is a written ability test, where you'll be asked to write about a particular topic that is given to you at that particular moment. So it's kind of like an impromptu essay writing competition. Now, the aptitude test, well, there is no clear syllabus that is defined. It is divided into two parts: quantitative ability and the verbal ability section. In my opinion, the subjects are very loosely based on the CAT syllabus. So probably you could take it from there. So for the quantitative ability, let's say you have stuff like logical reasoning, data interpretation, reading graphs, reading tables, what mean, median, mode is, statistic, a bit of elementary statistics, time and work, among other subjects. And in the verbal ability section, you have things like sentence construction and comprehension. Things you already do in your English examinations back at school. And for the interview, your knowledge about concepts in your stream are tested, and you're also tested on how well you can communicate your ideas and your general awareness about current affairs. You'll probably also be asked to give a small impromptu speech about something. I was subjected to that during my interview for IPMAN. Now there is a small problem that you guys face, which is, when I did my interview, there was no problem of the novel corona pandemic. So for this time around, they've completely revamped the system. They've kept the aptitude test as it is, but they've scrapped the interview and the written ability test for a video assessment based mode of evaluation. So instead of an interview and instead of a written ability test, you'll be selected participants from the aptitude test will be asked to make a video in which they'll have to answer specific questions which are put forward by the examiners. These could be anything. So we do not know for certain what exactly they will ask, but you'll be given a small amount of time within which you'll have to make a video answering these questions, and you'll have to send it to the institute or the medium that they have. So that's we have all the formal stuff out of the way. So let me talk a bit about IPM as a course itself. Now, in the beginning, I told you that in the first 3 years, you do not get a BBA, rather you get a BA in Foundations of Management. And the reason why you get a BA is because IPM as a course is rooted in the study of liberal arts. Now, liberal arts do not maintain strict boundaries between science, the humanities, and commerce. It's a multidisciplinary holistic approach to education. So for example, in IPM, you have courses in mathematics, statistics, and economics, there are also options in your third year to select electives which offer you advanced statistics such as Bayesian statistics or stochastic calculus, which is, it is as hard as it sounds. And you also are taught introductory coding in IPM. So that's one thing. And we also have courses in psychology, sociology, and political science, even philosophy, along with courses in economics to provide an understanding of the core disciplines on which the study of management is based. We also have courses in humanities, literature, and the fine arts. The fine arts include stuff like, for example, in the first year, you can choose between 3 electives. You can choose between drama, dance, and music. So the marks that you get in this course is almost as important as the marks that you get in your economics courses. And I chose dance in this aspect, and I am like the second last in class, but it was still an incredible experience because I mean, once you know you're doing absolutely absolutely badly in something, and you still have the confidence to get up on a stage and do it nonetheless, it really boosts the amount of self-awareness and the confidence that you have. So to truly encompass what a wide array of subjects that IPM undertakes, let me give you, so our course is divided into 3 trimesters in a year, as opposed to 2 semesters in a year. There are 3 trimesters, which means you have 3 terms in 1 year, right? And I'm talking about the 3rd term that just got over. In the 3rd term, we had to study something called SDSI, which is statistical, is related to advanced statistics. You study a very beautiful concept called testing of hypothesis, mainly in this course, and that's statistics. That's a statistics subject. We also have something called linear algebra. Now you'll remember. I don't know if the 11th standard students will get this, but if you're in 12th grade, you'll remember matrices and determinants, right? And the linear algebra really builds on those concepts and teaches you very abstract and beautiful concepts called the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. And these are very incredible concepts that you will actually use when you go to work, including the testing of hypotheses, as I've already said. So this covers the quants part, the quantitative part. We have microeconomics, which is highly mathematical in nature. We have dance, as I've already told you. We have something called ITDB, which is the introduction to databases. So remember SQL? Well, this is a bit more advanced approach to SQL, and this really encompasses a lot of the stuff that you have to learn in even undergraduate BTech degrees as well, the ITDB, introduction to databases. It's like the foundation upon which everything else is built about data structures. And the computer science students will get this, I hope. And we also have courses like PSK, which is presentation skills to improve your soft skills. We have courses like philosophy, which and political science, which is actually one of the most interesting courses that we have. You know, we separate between the Marxist theories, the libertarian theories, the liberal theories, the conservative theories. You know, this is, and all I'm talking about, all of this is encompassed in 1 term. So imagine the amount of knowledge you'll gain in 9 terms in your undergraduate degree. And after that, it's the MBA. So, and an MBA from IIM NID, just like 4th, which oscillates between 4th, 5th, or 6th position in the national rankings. Right. So that's just about how the program itself is based. Let me tell you a bit about the campus itself. Now, IIM NID is a splendid campus. It's a beautiful campus and it's lush green. Its roads and buildings, they wind up a hill called the Prabandh Shikhar in a place called Rao in Indore. Okay. And the view, so since it goes up a hill and we're on a hill, the view at night is also quite spectacular. You know, you see the city all lit up. The night view is amazing. And we have within the campus itself 2 grocery stores. So we don't have to go out of campus every time we have to meet, you know, our daily needs. And one of these stores are completely run by students. So so they know what managing a store is all about. You know, keeping inventory, keeping track of what is sold, what is kept, stuff like that. So I mean, it contributes to the entire management experience, so to speak. We also have 4 or 5 stores that offer eateries when you get tired of the mess. We also have something called the night mess, which you can order from after 11 o'clock in the night. Because most of our projects we do, it goes on up till around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning because we're all procrastinators. But we get good stuff done nonetheless. Being an IPM student is also quite the experience. I mean, we have 2 fests. We run 2 fests. Called, one of them is Athar, which is the management and the literary fest, and one of them is Randhuni, which is the sports fest. Everything from the logistics to sponsorship to marketing and the coverage of the event itself are all managed and provided for by students of IPM only. And we are only about 360 of us, so it's a very good bonding experience for all of us. And when it works out, it's one of the most beautiful feelings ever. I mean, Athar 2019 is it's still in my mind as one of the best college memories that I've ever had. Now, I want to talk to you about something else, perhaps the greatest initiative that we as IPMers undertake is something that we call iHelp. Now, iHelp is sort of like an IPM-run NGO, sort of, not exactly. And the main purpose of this organization is to teach underprivileged kids. So every Thursday when we were on campus, we dispatch a set of students to 3 schools that come under our operations near the college, and we try to impart the knowledge of basic math and basic English to these kids. You know, 4th standard, these kids can be anywhere from 2nd standard to 8th standard, and we really teach them every Thursday. So it is one of the most beautiful and humbling experiences when we when they finally get what you're trying to say, when they finally understand, and their faces light up with joy. That's my favorite part about the campus experience, really. And perhaps I'll come to a stop here. If you have any questions, I'll take them in the question answer section after this. If you also have doubts about how exactly you go about cracking the entrance, I'll answer that in the question answer section, because I think I've already taken up way too much time. I'll allow Nandakumar to take on from here.
Hey.
Okay, thank you, Anjanay. Now we'll go to Nandakumar. He has enrolled for a program called BDES, or the Bachelor in Design of National Institute of Design. Even I heard of the program first when he got enrolled. And say please, what is it all about? What is this BDES? And share your thoughts.
Okay. First of all, thank you for having me here. And I assume at least 50% of you might not have heard about what NID is, and may be confused, like, why is this, among like one of the prestigious institute like IIM and IITs? And please give me time for me to explain why it is. So first of all, I study in an institute called National Institute of Design. It's an autonomous institute under the Ministry of Commerce and Industries. It's not like under, a normal, like, it does not operate like how normal colleges operate. It's like completely autonomous. It takes its own decisions, and like, it's like completely different. So it was established around 1961, I guess, since Jawaharlal Nehru wanted our industries to progress. So we had to make designs specific to us, our locality. So this was introduced. But I guess still it's not that much famous, because NID does not like to, publicize itself or advertise. Like, people who study here, come here, study quietly and leave and live their life. They are not like big people. But one of the persons I think you have heard about is Rob. Have you guys all seen this program called MAD? When he was small, like in Pogo, there is something like that. So he's like the only person I knew before joining NID who was from NID. So now I'll explain more about what is design. So design does not actually like have a definition that encompasses everything. We at NID call it as creative problem solving. So we find solution. We find creative solutions for problems that have not been solved till now. And design field is for people who are like more into the creative, and like who had enough of like IIT, JEE crack karna hai, wo sab, and like who want to be more free and creative. So nowadays, especially this design field is having a tremendous jump. Even after this pandemic, it's not, the jobs in design are not decreasing. It's increasing even at an exponential rate. So and now let me say why NID is the #1 institute in India for design. So I'll just talk about some perks that I feel is one of the defining characteristics of NID. So first thing is that NID does not have any exams. So you literally don't have any exams for the 4 years. So no tension, no pressure of writing exams, no rattam or nothing like that. And it even does not have like a syllabus. It has these courses, like small courses, 1 week, 2 week course. For me, like now we are having design drawing course. It's related to more fine arts. Last week we had GC, geometry construction, related to more architecture. So we have these small courses where you have assignments. So NID believes in the philosophy of learning by doing. So you don't study there, you do assignments. Like literally every day you have to work. You don't study something, you work. So you can't work blankly, right? So you need to know something related to that. So you need to research, read books, and go to online libraries like that they provide access, like Oxford Library. That access they give us. So we have to go there, read things about our assignments. And like for me, right now I must have read about philosophy, design, technology, all of these things in the last 3 or 4 weeks for doing my assignments. So like design does not, it is not limited. Like it can go as far as you push it. So in our course we had these courses like science and liberal arts, where like the person who wrote Amar Chitrakatha actually came to our class and told us how these stories are made and how these mythologies are related to this and all. And so let me come on to the next perk. So there's not like a big age limit. So I guess 23 is the biggest, like the age restriction they've kept. So I have a friend who is like 22 years right now, and he's still doing the same course I'm doing right now. So he did like a commerce degree, and then he did fine arts for 1 year, and then he came to NID doing my bachelor program right now. So if you think that you want to get into this field, you can try till you are 23. And one more thing is that you have 1 year foundation year. Like this year, you can explore everything in design that NID offers. And after 1 year, according to your choice and your performance, you can choose which field I want to go. So in bachelor course, we have like different courses after 1 year which you can pursue. And yeah, for those who like this co-curricular activities, especially like festivals and all, NID has these things on a day-to-day basis. If today was like monsoon fiesta, tomorrow it will be another festival, then it will be like another celebration. Then like you have people from all over India, and we celebrate every festival to get a cultural mix here. And also, when I was really thinking of a career choice, I was very much concerned about the placement. Like, which parent does not want the child to go to institute which guarantees 100% placement? And like, especially nowadays, when people read the newspaper and you have 100% placement for IIM Calicut, 100% placement for NIT, then they are like, you have to go there, you have to go there, you can't go anywhere. So even NID, you have like 100% placement. You name the company and it must have like an NID designer there, be it like Ola, Flipkart, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Disney, Ferrari, or like any company you name, it must like have an NID designer in it. So as far as the placement is concerned, you can chill about it. So no worries. So I guess, yeah, that's all I have. So one more thing. Here in NID, we have this different culture where if you call a teacher or sir or ma'am, they get angry. So in NID, you are not allowed to call teachers sir or ma'am. They are like your buddies. And even in our classes now, we talk less about design, more about other things. And like that is how the NID culture is woven. And you can't call sir. Even in my experience, one time I unfortunately called a sir, and like for 3 minutes he didn't speak anything. And the next time I got, oh man, hello Ritesh. Then he was like, Nandakumar, now tell. So that is the culture at NID. So enough of flexing. Now I'll get into the main points or tips of how to get in there. So the institute where I study, NID Ahmedabad, has 120 seats. I guess this time they increased into 128, I guess. So you have 120 seats for all of India, and you got to prepare for that. And obviously you might be like, "Arey, tumse nahi hoga. This is too much. How?" And I was also like that. Till the time I got my result, like I am qualified, I was like, bro, no, this is not going to happen. Like, even the people who write these, they must be like 100% dedicated to this, or else you will not go from Calicut to Trivandrum just for simply writing exam like JE and all. I simply went to JE center to, put my name there and attendance so that my mother and father are happy. Ye bachche ne IIT ke liye 1 year coaching, he went and he wrote an exam. So NID exam, you can't write that like that. If you are interested, genuinely interested and dedicated only, you will go from Calicut to Trivandrum to write their exam, first of all. So that much competition is there. Competition, we can call it. We can't call it like that. So after all this blabbering, if you're still interested in design, I'll give you the tips. So first thing is like you should read a little about the news and GK. Just know everything that is happening around you. Like don't get into this politics and all. Like it's very bad for you children. Just study your +2 boards. That's enough. Just little bit knowing your surroundings is enough. And next thing that I find one of the most important things in NID is storytelling. So if you really think that your storytelling is not that good, I advise you to watch movies and read comics, or like web series and all. Just watch it, binge watch some web series, and some idea you might get. And some of my friends even suggested watching these anime movies, not animation movies, anime movies, like which are made in Japan. These also like give you some help in storytelling. And yeah, so I forgot drawing practice. So this is like one of the biggest thing that just that's like a barrier for children to enter the NID. They think that, "Arey yaar, I can't draw this much hard. Like ultra realistic, these people draw, and I can't." No, nothing like that is there. You just need basic drawing skills so that you can express the thoughts in your ideas in paper. Like little bit neat it should be, but you just need basic drawing skills and simple things like 1 point perspective and yeah, just simple human anatomy. You don't need to study all the bones and muscles in the hand and leg. You just need basic figure. I think that you can find in internet, YouTube and all. You will learn that. So yeah, so actually, I tried a lot to find these points, and NID doesn't want you to prepare, because here now they students who prepare usually don't get it that much. Like it's all up to you, your design aptitude. Even if you like go for coaching for 3 or 4 years, you might not get in. And design field is like very subjective. Like if you have that thing in you, potential in you, they will take you, no matter if you prepare or don't prepare. Personally, in my case, many of you might have known I wanted to get into the National Defense Academy, and like now I am here. I didn't even prepare for this. Like I didn't prepare at all, and still I got here. So I have talked to many people here, and many of them have the same experience as mine. They have literally prepared nothing and have got in. And same with some people who have like hard worked for 3 or 4 years and have got here. So it finally depends upon you, your personality or person. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Nandakumar. So I think it is meant for unique people, not for general ones. It is for unique people. Yeah. Now, thank you all. Now we'll move to this question answer session. Before that, you will find a link in the chat box. That is a feedback form. You can fill in the details. Okay. Now we'll go to the question answer session. So we have collected some questions as part of the registration process itself. So when your names are called, you can unmute your mic and ask your questions. All others should mute your mic. So now we'll start with Vaishnavi T. Vaishnavi T is here. You can ask your question. Yeah. Vaishnavi T.
Okay. We know our life is a mixture of both happiness as well as sadness. So I would like to ask you that, how did you overcome all those situations in which made you lazy sometimes, or those situations which diverted from you from your studies and all that?
Yeah, okay, Vaishnavi. I think Nandakumar can give the answer for this.
So guys, I have been in the same situation, and I've been so much lazy sometimes that you just don't feel to study. But just remember this: you just have 3 or 4 months left of hard work. Just work for these 3 or 4 months, and your life will change. If you
please turn on your camera.
Okay, sir. Wait, I forgot. Sorry. Okay, so just work for these 3 or 4 months and like put in 100%. The farak padta hai. Like if you work hard now, it will matter after some time, especially when you are going into applying for colleges. These small 2 marks or like 1 mark matters a lot there. So just keep calm and study.
Okay. Thank you. Now, yeah. Okay. Now, let me ask Anjanay one thing. And what do you think of the qualities that a person or a student must possess so that he can get into institute like Indian Institute of Management? What are the qualities he or she must have?
I'll probably try to relate this question to how exactly you have to prepare for math in general, because I think I completely missed out on that aspect of the of my presentation. Yeah, so essentially what they're looking for are confident individuals who can make a point, who can get straight to the point, make it, and I mean, communicate that point in a way that it is understandable and impactful. Essentially, that's what they require. Free-thinking individuals, critical thinking individuals, whom they can mold, right? It's not like because ever since I started an MBA, the IPM program, I'm sorry. My tongue is not exactly on the top of its game today. Yeah, so one of the things that they have taught us time and time again is that an intellectual is somebody who practices restrained partisanship in a debate. Restrained partisanship as in, whenever you make a point, you give equal opportunity for the other to make something from their side as well. So essentially, every point that you make needs to have an element of truth to it during the interviews, and it should also be that the other side is not completely let away. As in, you cannot absolutely state that what you say is correct. So there is a fine balance that you have to maintain when you communicate in the interviews, and that they really do notice this during the interviews. Many people have actually told me, my friends. And so essentially that's what they're looking for, confident individuals and who can communicate their points. And as for the exam itself, how you have to prepare, I've already told you they do not have a defined syllabus, but it's quite loosely based on CATs. You'll also find a few books published by Disha or Pearson's probably that give you a few questions that can help you crack the examination itself. But in the end, it's more about your quantitative aptitude and data and logical reasoning rather than actual preparation. And as for the verbal ability section, I would encourage you to read a lot. Read a lot, because some of the questions they put forward for the verbal ability section, all three questions look like they would be the right answer. So a few months before the examination, I think the last examination was conducted in September. The examination for this year perhaps would be conducted in September or August as well. Possibly, let's hope it's conducted in July or something. So a few months before, read editorials mostly, because they give you a lot of vocabulary in a very short span of time, and they also mold your thoughts. And I know some of the editorials might be leaning to one side of the political spectrum, but these editorials really do give you a whole new perspective to things, and you'll also be able to speak when they ask you current affair questions and justify your points if you read editorials. So reading editorials is like the first tip I can give you guys. Also, reading books also really helps. If you want to go for lyrical quality, there is this beautiful author called Gabriel Garcia Marquez, which I would urge all of you to read. His books are really amazing. And I'm pretty sure Shafi sir can lead you to poets like Rumi, who are also very beautiful with their language. So read the things that are written by these guys to improve the lyrical quality of the way you answer, so that it helps in your WAT or your video assessment, if that's what they really asked you this time around.
Yeah, thank you, Anjaney. Now we'll wind up by covering at least two questions, at most two questions, because we have some problem, the time constraints. Yeah. Now I call Revati. She's having a question. You can ask Revati.
Good evening to one and all. So my question is to Nandakumar. Happy to see you after a long time. So the question is, like, what is all about NID? That is, do we have other artistic talents there, like poetry, swing, etc.? And was it pre-planned actually, your preparation?
What?
And the main question is, do we have other artistic talents there? Like,
yeah, of course. Like I can't tell you how much. NID is like a hotspot of talent. People all from all creative fields. I have professional dancers who are my friends, professional music composers. Like one of my best friend, whose name is Ashish John Mundu, he literally composed the anthem of Jharkhand. And like one of my friend has signed a deal with Gucci, I think, and he's producing his own custom made shoes in Scotland. Like people here are crazy, so you must really have self confidence, self belief that array, these people are there, but you are also unique, or else you won't get here. So in pottery, I guess there is a separate course, ceramic and glass design. Under that comes pottery. And like this sewing, origami and all, you will learn a lot when you are in campus. Unfortunately, I have not got the ability to go there. And like there are like so many different kinds of people, differently talented people. Like some people are so talented now. You are like, yeah. So you can learn a lot when you're. I hope it answered your question.
Thank you so much. Yes, Vishal.
Yeah, now we have a person, Vishwanath Sharon. Is he here? Vishwanath Sharon, you can ask your question. Hello?
He went out to some network issues. He is not there in the meeting.
Yeah, anyway, his question was how to manage this stress during this pandemic, or how can we prepare for the competitive exams during this pandemic. So I want the IITians, all of you three can give a brief answer of this and culminate the question answer session.
Okay, I'll go first, maybe. Yeah. So during this pandemic, even I really don't know how to answer that question, because even we are managing like that stress, being at home, not being able to go to friends or being in your college. So managing stress is really something what we are also figuring out at this point. So I would say that you all don't need to feel really stressed or feel really bad if you are not able to the first thing is to stop comparing a lot with others. So maybe you can just focus on what you have to learn. You can schedule your, so basically having a list of things to do, or making a check off list or something will help you achieve or figure out what you basically want to cover in one day or something, and take short breaks in between so that you don't stress yourself with too much information, or you don't have to continuously sit for a day and do anything. You can take sufficient breaks in between and cover everything. So the first thing is the one thing that keeps us stressed or always in a fear or something will be okay, I'm not doing enough comparing to others. That is one thing that is there with everyone. But I just want to say that it's completely okay and fine, and just focus on what you have to do. Just focus on clarifying your doubts, clarifying concepts for you. Just focus on that. Focus on your self growth, and I guess everything is gonna be fine. And yeah, you'll be able to do great. Maybe others can chip in.
Adding to that, I wish someone would tell me also how to manage stress during Corona. But what else? Okay, I would say being this stuck at home, it also gives a plus point of having a lot of time. Then you would be getting if you were in school and running for special classes and everything. So I would say, first of all, focus on your 12 boards, because that is really important. And for HSE especially, like as Alina had said before, most of the questions are from our syllabus only. So I would say focus on your 12 board exam, and in addition to do logical thingies and other go through Sri Ram books, and in internet also there are many sites where you can do quizzes for free. I used to do that during my HSC preparation. Also, YouTube also gives you a lot of courses. Like when you're bored and when you had enough going through the 12th syllabus, just open YouTube, and instead of watching your cartoons, not cartoons, you guys are all in 12th, sorry, but instead of doing that, just focus on trying out some courses, like economics courses. And for the science people also, economics is really important for the HSC entrance examination, and you can easily study it with YouTube and other courses, other Coursera kind of things. So just look through it, and I think you will be fine. I mean, it's fine. You can get through this. It's Corona only.
Yeah, chill.
Yeah, okay. Nandakumar, you want to continue?
No.
Okay. Okay. Then I think it was a fruitful session for all of you. And our principal, sir, he was not able to join today. He's on his way to Calicut. Okay. And then now we are going to end the session with, I request Mridula ma'am, PGT Biology, to propose a vote of thanks. Ma'am.
Thank you, Abhinav. Good evening to one and all present here. On this awesome occasion of the National Library Week, when we can hold the head high, I feel honored to present myself here to mark my word of gratitude from the depth of my heart. Let me take pride in thanking our charioteer, Sri P.K. Chandran, our principal, who hold the reins and lead it in the correct direction and destination. I also extend my gratitude to Sri Kumar Kishan, who is our ardent supporter in all the endeavor of the Vidyalaya. We say, well begun is half done, which is what Mr. Shafi is known for. His library and library activities is itself an open book. I express my sincere gratitude for his great effort in this benevolent venture of this program, which is highly beneficial for the aspiring student community. I also take this opportunity to thank Sri Sudan, who gave a warm welcome to all the alumni students and the curious-minded juniors and the others present here. At this juncture, I should not forget to express my sincere gratitude to the entire teaching and non-teaching faculty of this Vidyalaya, who had been a part of the loving and sculpting touch to mold these shining stars. On behalf of the entire KV community and mine personally, I sincerely thank you all from within my heart, to each one of you individually, Alina Santosh, Lakshmi Priya, Tejashwini, Anjanay Sudhakar, and Nanda Kumar, for your sincere effort in enlightening the minds of the students and throwing light on the path of your loved juniors. You had really taken a tour around your college and highly motivated to the aspiring students. Anjanay's experience in teaching the underprivileged and his joy in it is really touching. I also extend my thanks to Sneha Maria and especially to Abhinav KV and all the students present here. Wish you success, children, in all walks of your life. Thank you, one and all. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, it was so good interacting with you all after a long time. And yeah, thank you all. Now, don't forget to fill the feedback form. The students of our school, please fill in the feedback form. Okay, you can put your questions that were not asked today, and we'll try to give the answer through Google Classroom for those questions. Thank you. Now the session ends. You can leave now, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah,